Hello everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. The last video there, I want to start out with just a little explanation of, what happened in the last, 5 minutes. So anyways, we were talking to Gata and Luzu here, and they were explaining what the Crusaders were all about, which obviously, so they're an order created by... was it Lord Mihan, I believe it was? Sorry if I was wrong on that. I'll have to look into that one again. The exact name eludes me, but I thought it was Mihan. Anyways, they were originally founded as the Crimson Blades, I believe, which maybe doesn't sound as maybe heroic as the Crusaders. So, the name obviously was changed over time. We don't know exactly the reason why quite yet. I don't know if we ever will find out. But anyways, originally founded as the Crimson Blades, and they were kind of in order and established just to kind of protect the people from sin. And I kind of actually want to speak about the name Sin. I mean, how great of a name to name, this unstoppable force, essentially, and how appropriate to name it Sin, and then to, create a whole religion based on teaching people about it. So, fantastic writing, obviously, as usual. I really like this whole story is just fantastic. But anyways, okay, so back to the Crusaders. So at some point or another, created to basically protect the people from sin. I like that Titus points out when is it Luzu? I forget the two, or Gata. I forget which one of the two is which. Anyways, the younger one, Titus remarks that.
Go present yourself to the temple.
Basically, the younger one tells him that that the Crusaders have been fighting for 800 years, and Titus is like, "What? And you guys haven't won yet?" Which those two obviously are like completely taken back. Like, what? I don't know. Seemingly somewhat offensive. I think it's perfect. Titus is your perfect. Your perfect one to point out something like that. He doesn't know any better. He just got here. He doesn't know anything about this world. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are, I wouldn't say doubting him and his lack of knowledge, but I think whether it's Luzu or Gata, he says to the other one something like, "Wow, is Sin's toxin really this bad?" But the fact is, Titus is just not from here and not from this time period. So, essentially he's from a time where sin does not exist. So, interesting. Anyways, I think it's great that Titus points out that they haven't won in 800 years. And then, again, can't remember if it's Luzu or Gata. The older one says, well, basically our job is to just protect the people. Which means steering Sin away from towns, kind of distracting him from, large population areas. So, anyways, a very cool order, how, quite honorable in my eyes.
Place.
To have that as your job. And it sounds like they've got little, what are these, like, Crusader lodges, or,
I
around
began to
the
realize
world,
how different this world
which makes
was from
sense.
my own.
Sin can essentially attack anywhere and cover ground, apparently, sometimes without being seen. So you never know he's going to pop up. So it makes sense to have these lodges spread throughout the world. There is one interesting, I don't know if you want to call it a hint. I'm not sure if that's how they meant it to be, even or not, the writers, that is. And that's that, again, now it's Luzu or Gata mentioned that if Sin is in the area, it is most likely that he will attack the town. But Sin never attacks the
since Lord Broska became High
So,
Summoner.
I don't know if they meant that as a hint.
receive a
I'm not
statue for
sure.
our
I don't
temple.
know. I guess,
Oh, what's a high summoner?
take that information as you see fit. Here,
I got too close to Sin's.
Titus mentions
toxin.
that he doesn't know what a high summoner is. Which, again, obviously these people are like, what? That would be like, you know, I don't know,
It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny.
Maybe, no,
A little sad.
probably even higher than that.
The
It'd be something
summoners
like
are
saying that you don't know what a
practitioners of
president
sacred
is if
art,
you live in
sworn
the
to
United
protect the
States.
people
Something
of
like that.
Yevon.
I guess that
Only
I would
a chosen few become
I would take it as
summoners
something
who
more
call
like that.
forth
Not
entities of
necessarily a
great
person,
power,
but more
the
like
Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers
sort of
and come
a
down to us.
high-ranking position.
They are the blessing of Yevon.
And
So what he
along
meant
with that, a high amount
was that
of
we should respect
respect,
some kind of great man or something like that, I
from
figured.
somebody like that, high summoner, that is. All right, so apparently there were 4 high summoners, if I caught that correctly there. I'm not gonna name or remember all the names. Obviously, Brosco was one of them. He's probably the one that gets spoken of the most, being that he is Yuna's father. In these side rooms, I always like to explore these because in some of the temples, there are potions and whatnot in here. Obviously, this one is not a good example for that. This particular temple here at Besaid has no treasures in it. Unless you count the one in the Cloister of Trials, which we will be, I guess, taking care of here in a little bit. Can't imagine it's much longer. I'm not really sure why I stood here. Probably getting a pop or something. Who knows? Standing around. It had to happen eventually in one of these videos. Again, I tried to... please let the Aurochs score at least 1 goal. That's an interesting thing I want to talk about too real quick, is that later on in this story, Titus does mention something to Waka about basically whether or not it was right to pray for victory. And Waka's like, well, basically, I guess it was more like a morale type of thing, I guess, is the way I understood it, in that, you know, the blitzball players, you know, want to entertain people and thus distract them from, you know, things like the hardships that arise, I suppose, from sin. And all right, so we can't actually go inside the Cloister of Trials yet. I forgot about that. We actually have to go take a nap, I believe it is. So we'll have to go back to the hut that Waka's in and take a nap. But yeah, anyways, so with the whole sin thing and, you know, praying for victory and whether or not it's right, I don't know. It does seem kind of cheesy and like kind of like a, hey, don't worry about all the bad shit that's happening. Let's focus on this momentary distraction. I don't know. I guess that's the way I look at it, but whatevs. It is cool. It's a cool game, and once we actually get to play, it's pretty fun. It's one of the more fun, I think, anyway, and not everybody's going to agree with me, that's for sure, on this subject, but I liked Blitzball. I thought it was a lot of fun.
No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look pushed.
Yes, let's take a nap. All right, so that is required to continue on with the...
You could at least go see how they're doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Waka?
So, I like that the High Priest's words there kind of trigger a dream or a memory of Titus's of the day his father disappeared. So, you know, obviously it was either a neighbor or police or something like that came to Titus's mother and said essentially that he's gone and, you know, it's nearly been, you know, and then we don't know exactly what was said after that, but very cool. Very cool writing there.
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Huh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
Like Titus's response, like I care.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
Alright, so here's your first Cloister Trials. It is very important that you get the hidden item in every single one of these. I'll leave it at that for now. I'm obviously going to walk us through how to get those for every single one of these. They're not particularly difficult, but it's, you know, something extra and it's missable. So, you know, I actually don't know right off the top of my head if you can come back and get them or not, now that I think about it. I think there's a couple of them that you can't. So I guess the general rule, I would say, is get it your first time. Your first time through, you know, and just make sure that you get it, as opposed to maybe being able to get it later. And I know for sure some of these temples you can't get back into once you leave, and so I would not leave that up to chance. I would just, you know, make sure you take care of it now. So this one's almost like a tutorial on the, you know, the different glyphs and spheres and, you know, kind of just how these Cloister Trials work. Essentially, they are you know, like a puzzle, I suppose. You know, along with any good MMO, you've got your side quests and your puzzles and whatnot. I feel like most of these are pretty easy. There's only one that I can really think of that's pretty extreme. Now, these are kind of cool though to find out or figure out on your own. So if that's something that you want to do, you know, I guess just fast forward through this stuff. I feel like every time I do these now, it's just kind of like, kind of lame, and I don't feel, you know, like I accomplished anything like the first time I did these. I didn't have, you know, guides back then, and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I felt like there was a little more to accomplish the first time around. But, you know, that's the way it goes, so, being that I've played this a million times, it's all kind of a haze now, though, so who knows? Maybe I'll screw some of them up. I doubt it. Probably not. It wouldn't be much of a guide if I did them all wrong, huh? Alright, so put the what is that, the glyph sphere in the pedestal, and then touch the glyph here, which opens up the door. And then I don't think we can pick this up quite yet. I think you want to leave that there, actually. because I think I need to take that glyph sphere back out of the pedestal. Yeah. I think I put it back in the door, or do I put it here? Let's find out. Hopefully I did this right. Yep, okay, let's go. So we opened up the door, and where does this lead to? I forget. Ah, yes, okay. Alright, so that's the destruction sphere. Actually, I think that destruction sphere needs to stay there. Yeah, I need to bring that back. Let's leave it there for now. Alright, reason being, the destruction sphere, wow, needs to go here. But this Besaid sphere is here. I made a rhyme. Anyways, alright. Toss the Besaid sphere inside this pedestal. And then we'll go grab the destruction sphere. Yeah, that opens up that door. Alright, cool. And then I think that's automatic. He automatically pushes the pedestal a little bit. Move it improperly. You can touch the glowing dot. That's the same for basically all of the cloisters of trials. I think pretty much, as far as I remember anyway, there's always like a glowing spot on the ground, so if you like screw up positioning on, you know, because a lot of these require you to move pedestals around, so if you mess them up, it's not the end of the world. You just hit the button or the glowing dot on the ground, and it'll move it back to like its default position. But here we revealed the chest. That's generally how these destruction spheres work. They always like blow open a wall or, you know, something like that to reveal the treasures. So that's the first one. And again, like I said earlier, you're going to need to get that in every single one of these cloisters. There's always going to be a hidden item. But just push this pedestal right to this spot right here, and you are done.
Hey! What's gotten into you? Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian? Whoa! Ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a sure fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far, might as well go all the way.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
No, it's just... See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
am a summoner.
Man, was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
Hey, over here!
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
I can't see anything.
Ready?
Okay.
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it. I remember, that night, we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone. For me.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so don't mind him if he says anything odd. Come on, say hi.
Hi guys. So what's our goal?
To do our best! Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team. To bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
Victory! 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 Yeah!
You sure got the boys worked up, huh?
Alright, so with the whole Cloister of Trials out of the way and Yuna gaining her first summon, Veil 4, again, I leave the names, as their defaults. I think it's just easier to
Stay away from the
to
summoner.
explain.
You're a bad
But anyways, you know, the plan there, obviously, with Waka here, basically telling the team that,
really my fault
you know, we're going to be taking Titus to Luca, and we're going to win.
I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Huh? I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh, no. I was overconfident.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
Lady Yuna, come play with me some more.
So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Oh, really?
We can talk more.
Huh.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
She's cute, yeah? Don't get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, like, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Stay away from the summoner!
Ready? Good. Sleep tight.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
Hey! You said you'd go with me!
Oh, hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming! You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball! Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
I hate you.
Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you!
Huh?
That's the spirit.
You can do it!
I hate you!
He's dead, okay? Dead. He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but...
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Scary. So, who's Chapu?
My little brother, Chapu. He looked like you.
He's dead?
He was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it. I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full-time. I know it kinda looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot. You really helped me out, you know? What I mean is... Thanks, Waka.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
All right, I'm going to cut this here, and we'll, I guess, discuss the last 5 minutes or so in the next video. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope the guides are hopeful, and hope you join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.